Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ideas of India 3.0. I feel very privileged to be your host for what has certainly become a calendar event for forward-looking and honest conversations. Please welcome on stage, ladies and gentlemen, Chandrasekhar Ghosh, MD and CEO, Bandhan Bank. A warm welcome to Ideas of India, sir, and let me invite Chetan Bhagat to chair this conversation.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Welcome to Mumbai. In fact, I was in Kolkata last week to meet you, your team. And Bandhan Bank is different. And I'll let you explain more. But what I'm seeing is this is the new India. And most companies are trying to go after the rich Indian. Jewelry brands, clothes brands, car brands, they all want the Mota Indian. Hai na? And I was in a bank before, and I remember in a bank, we wanted to give money to people who already had money because they are the best credit quality. But Bandhan Bank is going after to lend money to the most economically vulnerable, what you even call like ultra poor people of India sometimes. And it's still a business. It's not an NGO. So can you talk more about how is Bandhan Bank different and why have you chosen this strategy?
Thank you. The first point is a learning. 50% of country population are women. Until these women are not contributed to the country economy development is not like to complete. For that reason, in that time, I thought about it, how we can be like to empower the women and create the employment large, and that will be helpful to the country economy. Then we find out that when I worked in the village level, the women are not getting the access of financial services. And those women, those are low income people. And that is the objective I started on that as a Bandhan. And to give the small credit to these women, and they will earn the cash and they will contribute to the family. And that is the one side. Other side, if you see that in the naturally Indian society and the man-headed household, all decision taken by man, and family, all work done by the women, but women are not counted. They are earning something on that. So for that is the reason I started with these women and given this small amount of the money to their hand as a loan, and they are earning the money. And now, if you see that, how they are use that money for the betterment of their children, education, children health, and they are feel empowered. Many of the case studied on that. And many that time that thought is nobody like to accept. Because if I give the loan to some people, if people have not the money, why you give the money to them? They will be like to eat the money and they will not return back. But their return back is a 99%. And so much loyal these people on that. So we are proved on that way and started as an NGO. And then I feel that the small is beautiful, big is necessary. Until we are not in a scale in our country, so that cannot be given any impact to the society. So that is the time I have been thought about 2006, I will be like to convert as an NBFC and the scale of that. When I make an NBFC and going to the scale, I find out that is also not enough funding to the NBFC from the bank to reach those number of women. And then I have been started to thinking about it, how I can be do it on that. And that opportunities has come to apply for a bank license. And when I go to the bank license, apply and talking with the different consultant, and nobody agree on that. You will not get that anything on that. I said that I'll try on that. If I get it, it will be better for the country on that. And I got it and started it. Now we are in the 35 states and union territory out of 36. And we are reached to this, the customer 3 crores 26 lakhs have been saved within this, the 23 years. But the main point in that, out of this 3 crore 26 lakhs, 2 crores are women customers. And that is, they are contributed to the family, their society, and our country, is two things on that. They are created their employment, their earning has come from the, zero. Even we are finding out the 1 lakh rupees in the per month. And they are also created the employment. And if you see that this type of women created one employment, then 2 crores employment generated for the country. So this is the objective started as in women empowerment. And because his income has come, now husband asking them to take the decision in the family level. And they are spent some money for betterment of their children so that they are empowered. And they are empowered, they are earning. So women empowerment is there, and they are also created the new employment, and that is for help for the country economy.
I've been a banker before. Aren't you worried about credit checks? It's firstly very small loans. There's a lot of customers.
No, if you see that when I started on that, they have not anything that types of document. Only they have the ration card. And we take in the ration card because these people have not the income proof, and they have not any that types of documents, either PAN card, no, driving license, no. So some people have the voter card, and other card that time is not yet started. And we are thinking about the village level, other women are know them. This is the best KYC. No, yes, she is residing in that village. 25 years we know them. They are given the confirmation, fine, I'll give the money on that. So this is not the KYC in that moment. Of course, there is one documents we have been taken is a ration card or the voter card, that will be good. And when this has come to this very formalized, we are coming as NBFC, we are like to develop some of this, the KYC, we are started to educate them. In the group meeting, we are asking them, you have need now to build up your KYC like the voter card. And we are introduce the other card when it's come. We are make a campaign in the village, how they will be make the other card and what documents is needed for other card. And that way it has come. If you say that today, those type of customer, HNI all have the card, but this type of customer, 97% have the other card and is a KYC they are put in. Even the 35% of the total of these women have the PAN card. And now they are graduating themselves automatically on that. So KYC is not the big issue, but beginning we are facing all that.
There has been news of some high-flying fintechs having questions about KYC. The RBI has raised questions, to say the least, taken action. These are like big, well-funded companies. How is Bandhan ensuring that, there are no such things as duplication, like one Aadhaar, PAN card, 500 accounts? Those are kind of some of the news that has come. That too at that level, rural, semi-rural, like really like tier 3, 4, 5 cities.
No, if you see that there are two issues on that. One issue is there, some people have, those are intentionally doing this. No? And very few people on that. If you see the large number of Bandhan customers, they are very loyal. They are not going to doubling or tripling some of this stuff. But we are also finding out some of that. How? There is a called of that, the system in our bank, which is called the dedupe. When any of the customer are applied for a account opening, there is a KYC. When KYC has come, we have the back-end system to check with the whatever we have already the account is there, they are matching on anything is there. If it is a duplicating, then it will be denied to not to open the account. So this is not possible. Even the PAN card and other card, it is automatically will be identified and deny that they cannot open the account on that.
This whole fintechs really versus traditional banking in India going forward, do they both have a role? Are fintechs going to take over? Is traditional banking here to stay? How do you see it?
No, if you see that the future of India is a very important role play in the digital, which is a fintech is and also the issue on that. But my learning is that we are divided in a three category of the people. First is a very high net worth people. This is one. Senior citizen, one type. And the low income or middle income people. So when we see that the senior citizen, fintech and digital is a fear. They will not like to touch. That is their first point on that, which is the good number of account holder. Young people, they are very smart with the digital and fintech type on that. And it is a future for India. But till now, they are using their parents' wallet, not the own wallet. Third point on that, when you go to the middle class or bottom, what we are working with them, we talked about it, this is a high touch model. The bill is to meet the customer, and they are not in enough money. We are providing the credit. We are organize the group meeting. We are meet every week to them. This is called the high touch. So if we not high touch them, they will not come out on this position. Why? When we meet them, we are follow it, what the problem they are facing, how they are repaying the money, are their businesses growing, are there opportunities of further. So if we not go to that type of high touch model, they will be missed many of the service from the banking.
This very clear objective of Bandhan Bank to help parts of India which don't get financial services. But Bandhan Bank is also a private bank. It's not a government bank. It's not an NGO. It has shareholders, it has capital providers, you have regulators, you have people who want profits. You have all kinds of stakeholders. And you have this vision of trying to help as many Indians as possible, empower women, things like that. How do you balance it?
Any of the development or activities or business, the main issue is a sustainability. And charity cannot sustain. It need to support some of the other side on that. So what we like to do on that, the two other things on that, separately. We are banking doing on that in a sustainable way to support the people in a sustainable way. They also can be sustained, we also can be sustained. Whenever the surplus has come to this bank, we are given to the CSR, to the other wing, in a bigger way compared to any other bank.
We have two very special guests here. Two of the people whose lives have been touched by Bandhan Bank. One is a customer, one is somebody who benefited from your CSR program. One lady is called Miss Lanka. Yeah. So let me just tell you, thanks for applauding, but let me tell you what her story is. She's from Chembur, and they were working in a leather factory, making 22 rupees a day. And Bandhan Gang gave a small loan to them, and they now make leather goods themselves. And now from 22 rupees a day, they now make 30,000 rupees a month, 660 rupees a month to 30,000. That is some growth. So that's Lanka, and I think now she deserves an applause. And Bandhan too. And then we have Ms. Shravani from Odisha.
Chetanji, if you see that the earlier you whatever mentioned about the entrepreneur, every women inside have the entrepreneurship mind, and their success rate as a startup, 95%. And they are contributed to the family and society, whatever they are earning, is a huge. So we are feel proud of this, the women.
That's Ms. Shravani from Odisha. She was a beneficiary of Bandhan Bank's program, which is a direct help, direct assistance. She had an unfortunate incident when she was 16 years old. Her home was burned down, and she had a lot of injuries because of that as well. And Bandhan Bank helped her gain confidence, learn about entrepreneurship, and now she has a shop, and she also delivers food, and she's self-reliant and an entrepreneur in her village as well. And these are just two stories. And
if you say that the second story is a Mrs. Dash, we picked up from the village. We have the program of CSR, which is called the development of the ultra poor family. And villagers selected this woman. She is like on that. And we are first learned from this, the women, they lost their confidence to survive and that is alive. And we given that to the first and that to them as a training for confidence building. Then ask them what enterprise they would like to start. Will be help everything. And so that they select. We given again training for this management of this the enterprise. And we given full asset, not in a cash, full asset to her to start the business, and given a 3 months consumption stipend for food. And we are every week, our staff are looking it as a hand-holding basis. After the 2 years, we are exit, and she are running hard the business on that. If you ask her, and she said that she has the now earning is in 15,000 to 30,000 rupees per month. And she also have the fridge, TV. She's going to purchase a one piece of land. And do you know that how many years? We selected 2021 after the pandemic and 24. 3 years, changed the life. We have the 150,000 family we developed in the country, different states in this under this program. And per family, our cost 40,000 rupees. Very simple, 40,000 rupees family can become from that level to this level. Should be like to do scale. And it's a need in our country. And this type of family in the country is a 3 to 5% of the population. And we are feel proud with these people. They are actually the entrepreneur. Our support is not like, it's a high touch only.
Mr. Ghosh, banks are a symbol of capitalism. I mean, banks are part of capitalism, but it's very rare we get to see capitalism with a heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please stay on stage as I invite Rupali Fernandez, Chief Revenue Officer, ABP Network, to kindly present Mr. Ghosh with a memento. And Mr. Ghosh, of course, is a true change maker for advancing the cause of women in banking. So I'd like to invite Avinash Pandit, very special memento that we'd like to give you as a change maker for advancing the cause of women in banking. A huge round of applause, please, for someone who has been on a long mission to put power in the hands of women and has been successful in doing so.